Hello, and there we are again. It has been quite a few days, sorry for that. Been busy trying to get myself ready for the summer. The snow finally has gone, there will be no more bad snow reports. From now on we have hopefully, well, a few days of rain are announced, but it will be fine. I forgot to update you on some change of my... As you remember, about 7-8 weeks ago I started to try to get myself back in shape, which actually worked very well. I'm walking so much more easy now, and I'm also more endurance than before. But when I started to double up on the speed, I realized I have to be very careful with my left hip. So I cut down a bit the length of my... I do like the fast speed, so I cut down the length of my walking because it was starting to hurt me in the hip, and believe you me, I do not want to have another replacement on the other side. I suffered for years with my right side of my right hip. I don't want to inflict any damage on the left one anymore. So I cut this a bit down. I took out my walking machine. Now with the snow gone, why would I walk inside on a walking machine when I can walk outside right in front of my house with the dog up and down a bit, little forest on the side. She likes it, I like it. I maybe should do a little bit more, but you know, come and go. I started since I'm cutting down in the movement, and I did lose about 10-11 pounds with this moving without trying anything. I'm watching now a bit my weight. I'm watching what I eat. I'm cut out carbohydrates almost totally, as much as anybody can cut out carbohydrates. There's the odd times I want to thicken up a soup with a bit flour, so I will use it, or a sauce. But other than that, I haven't eaten a potato, noodles, bread in the last 2 weeks. I am at the moment hanging around 290 pounds. I have been lower once or twice, like 289, but then it goes up or down. So it's around 290. I'm trying to make another push right now as we speak. I would like to be around 285 for a while, just to know I did over 20 pounds loss. But I'm almost close to a 20-pound loss in, well, 7 weeks or so, which is more than I was hoping for when I started all of this. So things are going to plan. If I keep up doing what I'm doing, I hope to be by the end of the summer much more respectable with my weight. Well, this is the update on the weight side. I've been flying. You know, I showed you a video of my preparing my drones. I've been flying on May the 1st, and I will show you the video of this now. It is a bit strange though, because I had doubt with my camera. I was sure something of my camera of the drone was not correct. It didn't seem to get any color out of it. I've been flying, but it looked to me like I'm taping in black and white, till I realized, hey, at the day when I did that, black and white was all that was available. You will see the white of the snow, you will see the black of the dark trees and the dark patches. There was no green out yet, there is no grass out yet. Everything is just after winter, so it almost comes across black and white, gray, 50 shades of gray, you know what I mean? So it's very weird. I almost wrecked my camera trying to install it new, to fix it, till I realized this is just the time I flew. This is what I got. So I will show you this now, and then we talk later. And there we go. I'm flying at Marielle's, which is well, you've been flying there before with me. It just looks all very different because of the missing color. There is no leaves in the trees. The fir tree all come across as dark blue, dark green, but nothing green really shows. So it's a very weird looking... But actually, once you know that this is the little river going down with Marielle, we should build a little lake down there. This could be a funny thing. and I lived there when we lived together. I always wanted to have a lake down there. It would be a perfect campground, camping places for people to visit. Well, there's the river. We used to go fishing on that one. I will fly towards the end of the river, but of course I will cut this video a bit short. It was originally 12 minutes. I cut it down to about 4 or 5 because it would be just too boring for you guys to follow. This is the end of the road almost. You see that big porcherie in the middle right now, and this is a place that some French people have bought recently, and they are growing like leeks and leek flowers, more decorative, and basilicum. Do a little herb growing and stuff like this, and apparently they're making a living on it. That's good. Well, now we're flying over towards their land. I think the land goes all the way up. I'm not sure how far they actually did buy the land, or if this land was split into farmers. And well, the weather has been nice that day. There was no wind, no nothing really, nothing to complain about. It was quite nice, quite nice. And now we will turn to the left. I'm on the top of the hill now. That's where I used to go, right in the middle there. I used to go picking wild mushrooms. A great place for wild mushrooms. I'm going towards on the end horizon. You see Rimouski in the far distance, and the first little town you see, and before this is St-Laurent. When you look close, you even recognize the church. And I cut again a little bit to go closer. You see the church of St-Laurent clearly now. Under us is almost the area where the farm Valova. It's a biological vegetable growing business. Very hard-working people. Biologic meaning no chemicals, so it's all, they have quite a good business. They're very well known in the area. They are also supplying and serving a lot of restaurants in the area. And I didn't realize how big their operation has become. I even see down the hill, you don't see this from up here, but in the back there, it goes downhill, and this is all planted now. I didn't know they had all the bottom already. My God, that's a lot of work. They must be working so hard when the spring comes. Wow. For them it must be a relief when it's winter, just to relax and breathe something. Well, we're going down now the hill. Down there's the river. Let's see the river coming from St-Laurent under the bridge over there. And now we go back. Over the horizon, before the end of the horizon, you see the dark spot. That's the St-Laurent River. And well, here you will see there's in those little forests, in those little bushes, you see a lot of little private, well, in English you would say sugar shacks, maple syrup places from private people who do their own little. Once a year they get together for 2-3 weeks and they do enough maple syrup for the whole family to eat and live off with all their friends. This is not, we're not talking, mostly not talking commercial run places. These are people who do it for the pleasure of doing it. You will see here, this is a sugar shack. In the middle you see the house, and all those trees are usually tapped, but you don't see them in the flight before with the color in the fall. Just saw the house. Of course, the leaves were still in the tree, so they're not visible. This is quite impressive. And this one you hopefully recognize that I'm flying towards Marielle's house again. Go back home. Yeah, I'm approaching now myself. And after this video of flying, I did a little try. I had to try out a few things still at home. So I took a short flight from my veranda out a bit over the river, and I added that to your pleasure to watch for flying. It is very short. I did actually fly almost 7-8 minutes, but I cut it down to 2-3 minutes. So right after this flight, we will see it comes to the next where I take off from the veranda. And it is quite, like I said, I was still not sure if my camera was broken at this point. So I tried to adjust my camera till I realized, my God, actually my camera is working very sharp, very exact. You see the color here, it's completely different than what I'm taping. I was there today, 5 days later, and everything is green already. So when I fly next time in a few days, it will be a totally different story. This is the first spring flight. The horizon, you see the other side of the river. It's actually a nice little cloud formation there. This was towards the evening, 5, 6 o'clock, maybe close to 7 or something. So it was getting a bit near the evening. Light conditions were not as good, but we were getting almost near the golden hour. I came back home before the golden hour meaning when the sun hits the going down, it gets this golden glow in the air. It's fantastic for photography. The photographers call this the golden hour because it makes the nicest photos. The light is just so perfect for photo taking. You notice what difference it makes when the trees have no leaves. You have seen, some of you have seen that before with leaves, and now this is what it looks like without. Yeah, I'm going back home, and that will be the end of this video, and I will say goodbye already, and there will be a last word I will add to it. And starting very soon, I will be flying more regularly, especially with my buying a new equipment I'm having coming. That's it. Thank you very much for flying with me, flying Jurgen Air. Until next time. Well, very quickly, a little interlude. I realized after flying there is some video I took, I forgot about it. The flying was on May the 1st, and that week in my grocery store they had a special price on mussels. It was like £3 for $3. I ate the mussels for almost all week long, and when I talk £3, I ate 8 to 9 pounds a day. So I show you how I cooked them and a little bit the aftermath, and right after that we will speak, and then the end of the video talk will come. And thank you. Well, friends, today is the 28th of April, and yesterday already the special in the store was $3. Well, I bought mussels today. This I bought for $9. I will eat it all today. I will be a pig and just eat mussels. It is my favorite, one of my favorite seafoods, and that will be just freaking delicious. I'm just cooking it natural. I will not use any carbohydrates to thicken up the sauce. I will just enjoy. Well, that's the pleasure living near the ocean. Well, this is still me cooking the mussels. You all know how to cook mussels, I assume. Do some butter, saute some onions, diced onions in it. Now you can add any flavor you want, from parsley to orange slices. It's very nice. It gives an orange flavor. All kinds of flavors you can add. Now add the mussels fresh and just let them steam up. Those ones will take a few more minutes because it's quite a big portion. And after that they will be so delicious. Well, here's the aftermath of my little late breakfast, early lunch. It was freaking delicious. Wow. Well, this is the end of it now. It was a pleasure having you with me. It was a pleasure showing you my little progress. I'm about to go into some expenditure financially, and I will show you that when it arrives. I don't want to announce it in case things don't work out. I don't want to look foolish. but I'm investing $1,000 in something that I think will really hopefully change my life, especially for my flying the drone. We will see. Have a good one till next time.